What's up, guys? It's Little John over at Stumpy's. I'm here with the 2017 Alta MX Redshift. I wanted to go over a couple tips with you guys for this bike. There's a whole lot of getting used to this electric market, so I'm going to use this video and some of the accessories we have for the bike to get everybody acquainted with it and show you guys what we found that works really well for the bike. We're a Yamaha KTM dealer. We sell SSR as well as Vespa. So we have different products in here in stock that coincide for different models. And see, these are some of the stuff we've seen that works best for the Alta. The first product I have would be the Alta Yamaha clutch kit. This is something when you feel the clutch fade coming on, you're gonna. This kit comes off of a 2006 and 7 YZ450. Happens to be the same clutch that this bike takes. We put a little sticker here that says Alta MX parts. Alta doesn't sell a clutch kit because the bike doesn't come with a clutch, but we've noticed that this clutch kit works really good for the bike. So this would be my number one here for the clutch. Put this on the side here. So the second part I want to show you coincides with the clutch. This is the Parts Unlimited Yamaha clutch lever. We don't have it installed on the bike on the floor because it does add about 30 horsepower. Putting this clutch on, I mean, the bike comes with 40, so putting a 30 horsepower clutch on there is really going to put this thing over the top. So we don't want responsibility for that. You buy it, you install it, we'll work on it. I'll show you how to do it. It's simple. You can actually do it in the package. You just turn the bar straight, line it up where it would go, and place it on like so. So now you can see it's installed. It's down there. You won't see it. But that's the clutch kit, and that's how it's going to be used. And like I said, be very careful because it does add about 30 horsepower. So the third part I want to go over with you is a very exclusive part that only is available at Stumpy's. We call it the Gyalta. It's a mix between GYTR and Alta Performance parts. This is the Alta Redshift red air filter. It's red because it's a Redshift. It is a yellow bike. They call it the Redshift. Because it's red. Eddie, what was the horsepower rating on this red filter? 45. So if we add the clutch lever and the filter, that's 75 horsepower added to the stock 40. That's insane. And it's red because, well, I'll put it this way, easy to you. When 2-strokes came around, it was the power band, and we sold out of power bands every week. When 4-strokes came out, it was a new thing. It was a new power band, but they also had muffler bearings, so that was like a 2-for-1 deal we used to do. With this, we've noticed you actually take this. I don't want to open it because it's someone's going to buy it, but you actually take this. In the package, it's easier to install. You just jam this right behind the front number plate, like that. And it also acts, ironically, I know it's an air filter, guys, but it also acts as a steering damper. Gets a little bit of the head shake goes away. It's something that makes it very easy to corner and maneuver when you have that in there. The nicest thing about it is because you don't actually have an air intake on this bike, you don't even have to lube it. So you can actually leave it in the package, see how it works for you, and if you don't like it, you just yank it out, and you come in and you say, hey Bruce, I'd like to return this. I didn't like how it worked. Or you could go for the reverse option, which is flipping it inside out and making it yellow. You're not going to stuff it behind the number plate at that point. You're actually going to stuff it in what I call the black hole. You put that right in there. The cool thing about that, after you put that in, becomes a drink holder. So after you've stuffed it in there, you take your favorite beverage here, put it in like so. Now you got hydration on the go. Forget Camel packs, forget hydration packs. The Gyalta Yellow-Red Redshift MX filters, steering dampener, and drink carrying device. We have them in stock. They're about 35 bucks. As you can see, 4 functions in 1 filter. You don't even get that with a combustion engine bike. Now another part. This is my favorite part. I'm going to get right into it. The FMF Factory 4.1. This is a KTM designed exhaust, and because this bike has KTM suspension components and similar rims, tires, rotors, and sprockets, this is something that excites me because, well, it's so exciting yet. Actually, I haven't figured out where we were gonna put this because they've hidden the exhaust really good on this bike. I don't even know where it is, to be honest. I have no idea where they put it. Eddie's taking a look at it. Kenny's taking a look. Sean's taking a look. My father took a look. I've called the guys at Alta. They're telling me it doesn't have one. I don't believe them because every bike's got an exhaust. My true feelings right now is I'm going to grab some Gorilla Tape, Gorilla Glue, and zip ties. Every single bike, if you look at a Yamaha, a KTM, every single bike, what side is the exhaust on? Oh, he's on this side. I think because evenly weighted, doesn't matter right there. So now when you're going through the whoops, you don't have to worry about an exhaust hanging on one side. Only thing I worry about is maybe bumping into that, so I figured maybe and put the softer edge there. This way if you bump into it, it doesn't hurt you. But FMF Factory 4.1 exhaust, always in stock down in Stumpy's. We're going to retrofit this onto the new 2017 Alta Redshift because FMF makes power, Alta makes power. So we're at this point right now, like 75. Oh, look at that. There we go. You know what? It's going to work. Here we go. So let's do the math here. We were at 75 horse with the clutch cable, or the clutch lever. So 75 horsepower for what? The clutch lever and the air filter, plus 40. So that's what? 75 plus 40. That's 100 and what? 15 horse. So this is going to add 100. So we're at 215 horsepower. What's the tape add? 5. Come on, it's mask. It's
the 5 horsepower.
Yeah, but it's professional painter's tape.
Well, the 10 horsepower tape that's yellow.
Do we have any yellow? No yellow tape?
Green. Green is 7.
Well, I'm just going to keep the blue. Right, I mean, we're at 215 horsepower right now. Plus how much from this? 5? So we're at 220 horse. That's more than any motocross bike out there. And it looks impressive. I actually like the carbon tip facing the opposite way because exhaust going behind you has never been proven to give you any power. It's not like that exhaust coming out gives you more power. So I think facing it the other way might be like a reverse propulsion type design.
Yeah, that sharp end is really
in a rearward slant. Well, the sharp end is going to hurt you. So we flipped it this way, and I think it's going to work. So at this point now, the clutch lever is already installed. I already have. I like the steering dampener idea. I don't need the drink holder right now, and I got the exhaust. So we're at 220 horsepower, and wow, it's going to go quick. One more part. This is the second to last part. This is a simple part. This is just a watercraft flush kit. This is actually what you use to cool down the flux capacitor. You don't want the flux capacitor overheating because that's going to be a detriment to the battery health, the battery life, and the battery recharge. So we use these on our watercraft. We use them on our Altas now. Cools the battery while you're charging it, and it also cools that flux capacitor. They're very rare. You can't get those things just everywhere. They're almost unobtainable. Alta's got a pretty good stock of them. So flush kits, we got them in stock. Come get them. So the last accessory I'm going to go over here is, this is like, I shouldn't even be telling you about this. I'll just put it that way. This was something we got from Ronnie Mac. Ronnie Mac's been a big help with Alta in finding out, secret things that work. It's not a can of PBR, so don't worry about that. What this is race gas. Be careful to see here. We know it's VP. We know it has horsepower. Again, we just don't know where to put it. It's not going to go in here because that's the charge port. To me, that's really where the gas cap is, so that's not going to work. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to call Eddie to come over this side now, and I'm going to have Eddie show us where we put this fuel. So Eddie's going to come around the counter any second now, and he's going to show us where the fuel goes because he says he figured it out, but he won't tell me. So hopefully during this video, Eddie's going to come around, show me where it goes, and here comes Eddie now. I've been waiting 2 days for him to show me where this goes.
You're gonna do.
And
now you used to flip the BMX bike upside down on the handlebars.
put the card in the spokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You flip the bike upside down. Usually you put it in stage 4, mode 4, and just whack the throttle, let the tire hit the ground, and it'll flip it upside down real quick.
So that's how you get it upside down.
Upside down. There's a plug right in the bottom of this Mako-looking cylinder head right here, and you just fill it up, put the plug back in, and just flip it back over.
See, my
And
original...
that lasts about 10 years.
Okay, 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
See, my original thought, I was gonna open up this little device here, but that's the flush kit apparently, isn't it?
Yeah, you can do it that way too, but doing it upside down way is a lot more fun.
Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna have to get some time later, maybe do a tech tip on filling it up with gas. So Eddie and I will do that. But for now, we're using C9 in it because it's a good stored fuel. Because you definitely don't want the carburetor on this thing getting gummed up with bad fuel. That's a big no-no. Getting carburetors gummed up with fuel is gonna slow you down. And it's not gonna put horsepower underneath you. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is just the tech tips and accessories we've found so far. We've had these things for 2 days, and in 2 days we've found out this much, so I can't wait to see what we found out in a week, in a month, in a year, in 10 years. But we've got them, they're here, we're learning more about them every day, and we're going to take it from there. So stop on in, check out the new Altas, you'll be nothing but impressed. And if you need accessories and you want to learn how to make this thing go fast, we're going to show you how. Take it easy, guys.